In the past 7 years, the amount of rough sleepers in the UK has doubled, and this is apparent in the Newport city centre. A local musician, David Taylor from Misfit Media, sets out to ask the individuals what is actually going on.
Hi, I'm David Taylor, a local musician and rapper. If you have travelled to the city of Newport within the last year, it is more than likely that you have seen me out busking. Fully aware of how close some people are to becoming homeless. I also have a really good bond with those that are homeless on the street, so today we will be going into the Newport city centre and speaking to them one-to-one and getting some insight of their situation. We would like to speak to these individuals to see if the council and the housing authority have honoured their duty of care.
Over the past few years, the city has witnessed a steady rise of people sleeping rough on the streets. An exodus of businesses in the centre had their shop doorways replaced from the shopping public to pitch tents and sleeping bags. The knock-on effect is the area becomes a less desirable place for shoppers to visit, which puts further financial pressure on the existing businesses. With tensions around this complex problem running high, an online petition was started aiming to clean up the centre from antisocial behaviour and aggressive begging. Since the petition gained momentum, the council seemed to have taken the approach of obstructing areas where tents have previously been pitched and clearing anyone sleeping outside of shop doorways in the centre. Is the council and housing authority providing its duty of care under the Housing Act? Local councils have a legal duty to provide active and practical assistance to anyone who is homeless or at risk of becoming homeless within 56 days, even when there is no legal duty to provide housing. Under the Housing Wales Act 2014, the council has a duty to give you all the help you need in order to secure a home, irrespective of the circumstances leading to your homelessness.
If you are homeless or at risk of losing your home, the council has a duty under the Housing Wales Act 2014 to look into your situation and will find out how we may possibly be able to help you. If you are threatened with homelessness within the next 56 days, we will work with you to take all reasonable steps to prevent homelessness from happening, either by working with you to keep your existing home or by finding alternative accommodation.
David Taylor talked to the individuals and charities to find out how much support is being provided.
Yeah, literally I'm street homeless in Newport. I've been street homeless now for 18 months. You know, I've applied for housing with the council, but I'm just not getting anywhere at the moment. Single male, no kids, I'm not a priority. It's as simple as that.
What type of help are you getting from either the council or members of the community? Do you receive any?
To be honest, not much from the council, but the members of the public, they are absolutely fantastic. They really do help. You know, a lot of them are very, very genuine. They want to help. They want to, they want to do whatever they can. Not many people have got much these days, you know. Everyone's struggling whether they've got a job or not, but they still help as much as they can.
As for a suitable accommodation, I'll go there tomorrow again because up until 9 nothing's happened. I understand there's 2 pods in Newport, and really I believe that's not enough because there's like probably anything up to 100 homeless people, and they have 2 pods, and there's like it's a bed. In Newport, it's a bed, a toilet, and a phone charger in a little pod, but there's only 2.
Certain people are considered to be particularly vulnerable if they become homeless. These are said to be in priority need and include pregnant women, older people and people with disabilities or mental health issues. If you fall into one of these groups, you are legally homeless and eligible for support. The council will usually provide you with emergency accommodation.
They need to really tackle the homelessness issue. You know, there's so many of us now and it's not getting any better. They need to actually get a committee together and start sorting something out, whether it's proper pods, like converted shipping containers like they're doing in Cardiff, anything like that. Just start getting us off the streets. Just get a committee together and start getting something sorted out. Yeah.
My circumstance at the minute is I'm in a tent, and basically I could have been housed, but because of my dog, I can't be out, so I'm staying on the street basically because of my dog. I don't get no help off the council, but I get loads of help off these homeless, that helps the homeless, like these people by here, Hope. Yeah, but very much help I get off these people. But as far as the council goes, because I got a dog, they won't rehouse me.
You know, no help from anyone, any real organisations from the council or anything like that. There's some nice charities that come out and, you know, give us some food and clothes and socks. And today they've been helping a gentleman with his feet. He's got real bad feet, so they've been putting fresh dressing on him and, you know, cleaning them up for him and things like that. So it's genuinely the community that help us, not the people in power, if you know what I mean.
Exactly the government, members of the public.
The people that's got the money.
After speaking with all the individuals who have appeared to have fallen through the cracks of the support they're entitled to under the Housing Act, it became clear that the people out helping those were unfunded individual charities helping from the kindness of their heart.
Okay, so I'm with Ashley from Amazing Grace Spaces. So Ashley, what would you say your job is and what does the charity do?
So I'm a volunteer coordinator for Amazing Grace Spaces. We make the pods. I don't know if you've seen them in Newport, but we've got 2 pods currently in Newport at the moment. So we build them up in a farm on Lamwern, and then we obviously put homeless people in them. We've got a referral process. We're working with quite a few agencies within Newport to try and get homeless within the pods. The main aim obviously is then to get them rehoused and into social housing or wherever we can, basically.
We asked all the charities how much support they received off the council. Whilst many of the charities condemned the council's attitude toward them, the majority would not speak about this on camera for fear of reprisals. And they told us the only interaction they receive from councillors, AMs and MPs is when they turn up for a photo opportunity, then disappear again, never to be seen.
My name's Ian Smith and we run an organisation called Hope, which stands for Helping Open People's Eyes. We've purchased a double-decker bus which would turn into a night shelter for the homeless in Newport and in the valleys. And we're down here today, as we do every week, feeding the homeless.
What about help do you get, like funding-wise?
Nothing whatsoever. Council don't want to know. They'll try and put a stop to it. They hate you being down here. They don't like it. Like I say, look what they've done with these bollards today. It's ridiculous. As you can see, them 2 tents, which are on the car park, they've been by here nearly a year. Never a problem. They always clean the area up after themselves. Like other places, there's never no needles, discarded. And the council have just come and moved them on and put these bollards there. I hate to think how much that's cost the taxpayers. And when now they've put them in danger by actually putting them in parking spaces.
Well, basically, their tent was here, right, for about a year, no problems. And then all of a sudden, right, they come and put these railings up. So they moved their tent over there, then they moved it back over here because they could fit it on there, and then they come and put bollards up. And just imagine, what's the point putting in railings and bollards?
It seems as if they're doing it to move them on for whatever reason.
Right, and they said they can't stay on the car park, so they forced them onto the car park now, they have.
If you are homeless or at risk of losing your home, the council has a duty under the Housing Wales Act 2014 to look into your situation, and will find out how we may possibly be able to help you.
I had my own tenancy in Risca. Met my partner up there. We had an emergency move because we had trouble up there. The council, when I went to sign my new keys to my new flat, they asked me whether I wanted to share tenancy or back my own tenancy. I shared tenancy with my partner. The council didn't tell me that my partner owed £10,000 from 2 previous properties. So when I signed for the keys to my new flat, I had to sign and agree for £10,000 arrears off each week, £10 rent a week off a week. Because I agreed to it to get my keys to my new flat, they took it out of our benefits. So we never had no say in it. So all of a sudden now I'm £12,000 in debt. The support worker at the time I had was from the Walsh to the council. She said was from the very beginning when we signed the keys, you two being buried alive, there's no way you can afford this flat. 8-9 months later, we find out that she's true. We had to leave our flat. We had a 2-bedroom flat to Michael.
Well, actually, I had a couple come past me, and the husband tried to give me £10, and his wife started going, no, and he said, no, we're only 2 mortgage payments away from being in his position. And that really struck with me, actually, because I didn't realise that myself. Because obviously I've paid my rent, and the way I become homeless was through the council actually saying it was unfit for us to live in that accommodation and kick 26 people out, then didn't rehouse us. Well, they're a bit sneaky. I got a friend who's in a car park, and they approached her and they said, can you move your tent so we can jet wash the car park? So they moved the tent, they jet washed the car park, and they put up big fences. And then the next day they put bollards in the car park, in between car parking spaces where she wasn't bothering anyone, and now she's had to move the tent into a car parking space. So now she's actually been an obstruction, whereas before she wasn't an obstruction.
Every person we talked to on the day had their own individual story of how the council hindered them, not helped them, secure accommodation.
So I turned up 9 o'clock one morning and just knocked on my door and said, you have until 12 o'clock to leave, it's unfit for human habitation. I said, well, I'm not going anywhere. I said, because I've got nowhere to go. And they said, well, if you don't leave, we'll get the police and you will be escorted out. And then they had an argument between the landlord and the council of whose responsibility it was to rehouse us. And it never got resolved, and it went to the council. They said, you're young, you're male, you're not classed as vulnerable, you're on your own, basically.
And that was 26 people?
That was 26 people, yeah.
All my stuff is on my mum and dad's. They practically disowned me. Like, I've been there a couple of times now, and they won't even open the door to me, and all my stuff is there. So literally I have what I have on me now, my clothes, and that's it, that's all I have. I went to the police station last night, asked if I could have a sleeping blanket, went to the Gwent, because basically I'm sleeping out on the street, it's cold, and this is all I have. No bed, no tent, nothing.
If you are threatened with homelessness within the next 56 days, we will work with you to take all reasonable steps to prevent homelessness from happening, either by working with you to keep your existing home or by finding alternative accommodation.
Tell them you're homeless, and they will give you like a banned category. If you're homeless and you have children, then you're banned A. You probably have a place as soon as possible. High priority. I think I'm banned B or C, but I mean, how bad does it have to become before you have a place?
Everyone we're speaking to today seems to be the community are doing a lot more than the council. How can the council do a lot more? Like, what do you believe they need to be doing?
They need to really tackle the homelessness issue. You know, there's so many of us now and it's not getting any better. They need to actually get a committee together and start sorting something out, whether it's proper pods, you know, like converted shipping containers like they're doing in Cardiff, anything like that.
It's the members of the community are doing more for the homeless than the government or councils. Like, would you agree with that?
Definitely. There's more and more people coming homeless every single day, and there's just not enough help out there. Instead of helping them, they're boarding up the shop doorways and, like I say, putting bollards in the way so they just can't sit down or sleep.
When Newport City Council were asked to comment following this documentary, they said,
Newport City Council is fully aware of the issues with rough sleepers and beggars in the city centre. It is a national problem and not something that the council can deal with on its own, so it works with partners including Gwent Police and homeless charities to address these issues. Councillor Debbie Wilcox, leader of the council, said, "We do appreciate that their behaviour can be challenging, but these are complicated issues that are not unique to Newport, and sadly homelessness is on the rise across the UK and there are no easy answers."
Well, many people sympathise with the local traders. For those that are unfortunate enough to be reliant on begging, the lure of footfall is just too great. By moving homeless people outside of the city centre, it's not fixing the problem, it's just moving the problem to another location. So talking to the numerous individuals and charities, it is easy to see that there is a problem and this problem is not going away. So what do you think of the problem? Comment down below and give us your thoughts.
Beep, beep, beep.